Hello there, Matt here from the Healing Ram, and I'm a light worker and turn pain into wonderful, beautiful, transmuted healing light energy. The lesson I'm gonna have for you today is I'm going to heal myself of something that happened today and teach you how you can do this as well with any type of micro or macro trauma. The thing about trauma is that when something happens, it kind of gets locked in your body somewhere, and all the emotional charge and the physical injury or whatever may have happened kind of gets locked in a place in your body. One way to work that out is through tapping. So, I learned a specific technique through the HBLU, that's healing from the body level up technique to kind of work out some trauma. Kind of background. Um, Earlier today, I was driving through a parking lot and it was very narrow. There were cars parked illegally, and there was just a small space for me to get through the parking lot. Someone else was coming the other way. She was not showing any signs of waiting for me to get around these other cars. So then I had to back up. And then I had to, since I was pulling out into a busy street, kind of had to maneuver my car around so that she could pass me. And I was blinded and drove right into a telephone pole, and it sounded horrible. And my leg that was on the brake tensed up at the knee and the hip, and I tensed up, of course, in my back and my neck, and immediately felt feelings of anger and frustration. I was mad at myself. How stupid could I be? What was I even looking at? How did I not see that right in front of me? Um, and then just the immediate fear and the shock and all of that kind of started to settle into my body. And I knew that I was going to have to do this to make sure it didn't stick in my body and cause more problems for me later, either physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever the case is. Stuff gets locked and it affects you in ways that don't even make sense sometimes. So I'm going to go through this technique. First of all, um, I already cleansed and protected this room with Palo Santo and symbols that I like to use to cleanse and clear a room and make it a safe healing space. I'm also asking Archangel Michael to clear any curses or any discarnate dense energy that is stuck on me or at any layer of my aura or my being at all levels, layers, bodies, and dimensions, timelines, and directions. And I clear this out, and we're so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you for clearing that out. Taking a deep breath to just settle in the moment and get centered and connect to my higher self. And I ask my guides and ancestors, past, present, future, to be with me for this healing. I'm so grateful. So I'm going to set a baseline to see where I'm at right now. I'm going to ask my body. I'm going to do what's called muscle testing. I'm not going to get into how to do that right now. If you know muscle testing, that's great. If you don't, I will be doing a video on it at some point. Okay. Yes. Okay. All right. So from my deepest wisdom, scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most traumatic feeling and pain that I have, what is my current number for this incident that happened earlier today? Going for indicator mode and counting. One, two, three, four. Okay, back checking yes or no. Is it a four? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. So this is at a four. Not too bad. I knew it wasn't that bad, but it's a micro trauma. It can affect things later. So I'm writing it down as a four. Like to get that down to a two or lower. Okay. So where do I feel this in my body? It's definitely in my hip. It's definitely in my knee and my right leg. hmm Yes, that's definitely it. Is it anywhere else? I'm just scanning kind of from the top of my head down. Where else is this? Here, here. That's where I kind of felt the emotional part, my heart chakra. Right leg. Okay, my right ankle too. Okay. So all these I've brought all these parts of my body into my consciousness. That's probably where everything locked up. Is there any other part for my deepest wisdom? No. That's it. Okay. So now I'm going to do the setup statement. There are different ways to do tapping. This is a specific technique I learned for this, for trauma, for things like this. So setting up with here at the karate chop point. Even though I feel this sense of fear, shock, anger, frustration, embarrassment, pain, anxiety, I completely and totally love, respect, and honor myself. Even though I feel all these feelings of fear, pain, anxiety, trauma, embarrassment, anger, frustration, I completely and totally love, honor, and respect myself. Even though I feel all these feelings of anger, frustration, embarrassment, pain, trauma, fear, I completely and totally love, honor, respect myself. So you do that setup statement 3 times on the karate chop point. And now I'm just going to work through it from the crown. If any part feels a little tender that you're tapping on, then I would stay on there a little bit longer. The brow area, and I know tapping purists will stay on one spot, but I go around the eyes. You may feel the urge to yawn, burp, sigh. That's energy moving out of your body. So let it release. Then down here under the nose. Ah, under the mouth, right here under the collarbone. Yeah, that's a little tender. Then kind of massage the chest wall, the arms, armpits, look like a chicken. And then the lower ribs here. Now I'm going to do the inside of the thumb and the fingers. So the inside of each, starting with my left hand. May have some trauma locked in here too because of gripping the steering wheel. And you don't have to tap that hard. You're just surprised. I'm just a little aggressive. Must be the Aries in me. Um, it's really just a gentle tapping. It's like you're turning on a button, you're pushing a button, and the energy starts moving. You're activating energy lines in your body. Now I'm going to go in the space here between the bone the pinky and the ring finger right here. There's a space there. Tap that. And while tapping this, we're going to reprogram the brain. So close your eyes, open your eyes, look down to the left, look down to the right. Move your eyes in a circular motion clockwise and counterclockwise. Hum a tune. Count to 40 by twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, and hum the tune again. Now we're going to do a once over back to the crown. And you can just linger if it still feels tender. So what we just did with the eye movements and the humming and the counting, that was activating different parts of the brain, all the different lobes to ensure that the energy is flowing, and you're kind of reprogramming the event that happened. So the humming and the counting were the two hemispheres, and then the directions you're looking in and the rolling was kind of activating the different lobes of the brain. My dog is also sighing for me, and animals pick up on, they're very sensitive to energy. So she's helping. Thank you. One of the things I felt was I got really angry at my guardian angel. And then I felt bad for getting angry at my guardian angel. And so I said, I'm sorry, guardian angel. You know what? If that was the most dangerous thing that was supposed to happen to me this year, I'm so grateful that that's it. I'm so grateful that was the most danger I'm going to be in this whole year or the rest of my life. I'm so grateful that was it. And it's done. And I got it through it. And look, now I'm using it as a teaching moment to help you through all of your traumas and anxieties and fears. Yep. Turning pain into purpose. Back to the hands. I can already feel the tension and pain is like gone from my right leg. I just realized it. And then end by hitting both karate chop points to close that loop. Take deep breath. Exhale through the mouth, letting it go. Oh, make sure you're always drinking water when you're doing energy work. Energy work can seem very simple, but you're doing a lot of energy healing in such a short amount of time. If you remember to hydrate your body. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to muscle test again to see where I'm at. So thinking about this trauma again, this telephone pole in my car, tensing up, and all those feelings I had, mm, they're not having as much of an emotional impact on me now. Okay, so going for indicator mode, scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, counting 1, 2. Okay, back checking yes or no. Is it at a 2? And is it not? Okay, I'm at a 2. I'm happy with that. Um, Let me test out my leg, see if my leg's working. Yeah, it's good. You may also want, if you have a specific part of the body, kind of slap it down, keep moving that energy. Behind the knees is a good place to rub to make sure that that energy kind of flows out. Yeah, and then I'm just like moving the energy down my legs and just kind of flinging it off, like I'm giving it lovingly back to the earth. All right. Hopefully that helps. You can use this with fear, phobias. You can use it with traumas, anxiety. It's great to help release the emotional charge. This does not rid of memories of things that have happened. You want those memories because those were lessons, those were valuable lessons that you've learned in some way. It moved you in a direction in your life to where you are now. But the emotional charge doesn't need to bother you. So that's what we're trying to clear. We're trying to clear out that emotional charge. All right, well, I hope that was helpful for you. Um, be sure to subscribe so that you can get notifications for more of these videos to help make your life a little bit easier. All right, goodbye, everyone.